Hello everyone, Sean from CustomerIQ here, and today we're going to walk through a quick demo of the AI email assistant in Gmail. So let's jump right in. So right off the bat, you'll see I'm in Gmail here, and we integrate directly with the inbox. And in my case, I'm using the default category tags. Now, what the email assistant does to your email is it helps organize it so that you can be more productive, and it helps draft replies, draft follow-ups, and draft meeting follow-ups for you. And the kind of whole result of this is that you're going to save just about over an hour a day on email. So this is really great. So every email that comes in is going to get two things. It's going to get labels for what category it's in, which you can see here. I'm using the default category pack, so everything here labeled 1 through 8 are our default categories. And then it's going to give you a status label, and that's these here at the top. Needs reply, awaiting reply, and done. So email comes in. First, it gets tagged as, is this priority or is it something else? If it's priority, it gets one of these status labels. So you can see I have a handful here. Now, the way that we've designed this, the fastest way to work through your email is to just simply go to what needs a reply to these, and then get them out of the way. So basically at the end of every day, you should expect your needs reply, let's say, to be at 0 or whatever rule that you set for yourself or for your team. Now, what's great about this is once you respond to something, it's going to change that status label to awaiting reply or done. And as emails come in, it's either needs reply or done. So let's walk through an example real quick. I'm going to send myself an email. In this case, this is just the COI request. I'm going to send it from this inbox over to this one. We'll give this a quick second. There it is. So it came in. And now we're going to expect a couple things. We expect it to tag it as priority and that it needs a reply because I wrote it and I know it needs a reply. So I'll click into this. We'll give this a couple seconds. It's obviously not usually watching while this happens. And there we go. It got marked as priority and that it needs a reply. So because it needs a reply, I have the assistant also set to draft responses for me. And this is going to further speed things up. Now it drafts responses by using my past sent emails as kind of training material, and it uses all of the content, tone, and style from that to draft really awesome responses to these emails. So if I refresh one more time, I should see a draft in here. And there we go. So this is the email that came in. It needs a reply. It's priority. I've got this great response here. This is perfect. I actually have nothing to review here. I'm just going to send it out. So now what we expect is that this needs reply is going to change to a waiting reply because this person is saying, can you send me a COI? I said, yes, I need this information. And then so I've now replied to it. And there we go. It switched to a waiting reply. So that means that as emails come in, I just go to needs reply. I send, edit, review the draft that was sent for me, send it to it, and then I can always find it there in a waiting reply. So that's awesome. And now I'm just hammering through my emails, just getting them knocked out, no problem. So the other side of what we do is as I'm sending emails, let's say in this case, this person doesn't get back to me. CustomerIQ will also draft follow-ups for you. And this is a super helpful way to just kind of like keep these workflows moving. So every morning I'm going to get an email that we call the morning brief. And it looks something like this. It comes in from Quinn, which is the name of the agent. It's just going to say, hey, Sean, I've drafted a few follow-up emails based on where we haven't heard back. So those are waiting reply emails. We hadn't heard from them. So just have a nice summary of all the emails that it wrote. And what's great is I can find these in my drafts folder. And we also put a little tag on these for follow-up ready. So I have this awesome queue of follow-ups that I'm ready to just send out. And these look like this. So just, quick email to the person based on the conversation. I edit those and I send them out. So now I'm on top of everything and I'm never going to miss a follow-up. Lastly, if you're using our full conversation management, so you have maybe your voice system integrated, or you're doing meeting recording, after those meetings or calls, it will also draft a meeting follow-up email. And those look like this, and they're tagged here. So same idea, you're going to have drafts in the drafts folder. They're written in your tone and style, and they're going to take into account the content of that meeting and also add in any content that you might have in your content library. So this is great. I had a great call with Ty. Hey, Ty, thanks for the conversation here. List out a couple next steps, and I'm ready to send out. When I send this is going to go off in the exact same workflow that we have, where it's either a waiting reply, maybe I get a draft follow-up. If they respond, it gets a priority label, and so forth. So last note on this, within settings, unique to CustomerIQ, you can customize any of these categories. So you can determine which of the categories that you want. You can add more, you can add less. This is all managed within your email assistant. So in this case, I'm using the default labels, but if you want, you can add a specific category to the assistants for your whole team. And there's a couple settings in here to be aware of. The main one is actionable. So any category that's actionable, it means that if an email comes in and the AI categorizes it in that category, do we expect that we would reply to this? And anything actionable gets those status labels, those needs reply, awaiting reply, or done. So in our case, in the default, only our priority emails get those. But in other cases, like in our insurance pack or our different vertical packs, there might be many different actionable categories, all of which we want to track. Do we reply to them? Are we awaiting reply, or is this done? So with the system, you'll dramatically decrease the time spent on email. You'll never miss a detail, never miss a follow-up, and you'll just generally do better work. We hope this helps. As always, if you have any questions, reach out to our support team, and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. We'll talk soon.